20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now back to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Stroud looking to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. W10 Smith with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On the return is Williams. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
In motion right is Evans. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And touchdown! Tyquan Thornton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dragons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Stroud now on 1st and 10. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. This is Smith with the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
A-Chain will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Dragons 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22.
First
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Second down and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Williams to return. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time. The slowdown was been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes this one to Thornton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready, set.
Now a 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
18 Rattlers. Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on.
At the 46-yard line.
60 Maverick. Warriors 70.
Stroud to throw it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Stroud. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
19 Lions. Ready.
2nd and 6. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On the set.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Chapter 11. Shot 60. Dragon 60.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, 31 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Got his man. It's Thornton.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone for Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Zay Jones.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dragons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
79 Broncos. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
Now Stroud. Throw caught by H.A.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
And his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Third quarter begins with a run from A-Chain.
And some room to maneuver. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
65, 65.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Steelers.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Go.
Stroud looking to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Stroud.
And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Devontae Smith
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here.
That is caught.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit, and once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On second down, it's Stroud. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 38.
70 Timberwolf.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
This offense so far on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Thornton. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown!
54 yards.
And the Dragons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Here we go. Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He dumps it off to A-Chain. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Come 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Devontae Smith.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Going up top. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown. Time for halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dragons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
34 yards. And the Steelers first down.
60 Maverick. Warriors 70. Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. This is Smith with a grab. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
A give up the middle to A-Chain. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Devon A-Chain, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
60 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Stevenson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
56, Dragons 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading